if Jesus Christ didn't live before he was born in Bethlehem, then how could Jesus Christ have emptied himself and taken the form of a human? Simple question. You have to ask yourself, how could anybody argue against that? Well, Aaron says that he didn't take the form of a human until his baptism at the Jordan River. I mean, it would be comedic if it wasn't so serious, if it wasn't so serious of a departure, and it de-glorifies Jesus Christ. There are many plain statements in Scripture, correctly translated Scripture. Jesus says, Father, glorify me with the glory I had with you before the world was. Christ is called the firstborn of all creation. Through him all is created, Colossians chapter 1. How could that be? How could all be created through Christ if Christ didn't exist before he slipped from his mommy's uterus in Bethlehem? Oh, and Jesus also said, before Abraham was born, I am. Pretty plain there. Then he says he's going to return to the Father. All is out of God, but all is through Christ. He's the firstborn of all creation. Nothing that exists came into existence apart from Christ. And Revelation 3:14, Christ is called the origin of the creation of God. Concordance says God's creative original. Christ is the image of the invisible God. And John chapter 1 confirms that all the Old Testament theophanies were actually the Word. They were Christ. Aaron Welch hates the Trinity so badly, and I commend him for this, that he doesn't like how the Trinitarians use the teaching of the preexistence of Christ, which is a scriptural fact. The Trinitarians use that to support their teaching on the Trinity. Well, it's an illegal use of a truth, but does the illegal use of a truth eliminate a truth? No. The Unitarians use the truth of the salvation of all. They use it illicitly. They don't base the salvation of all on the cross. Does that mean we have to disprove the salvation of all just because somebody uses it illicitly? I wouldn't think so. God is always true, and again, none of us are above it. We go to scriptures to seek things out. We don't take anybody's word for anything. You shouldn't take my word for anything. You should follow up what I say and check my verses. And don't ignore logic either.